Hello friends, this is Irvin, and now when you see this, I'm in Göteborg for the boat show, so this is pre-recorded and I cannot answer questions. But, so I will tell you about my experience with carbon fiber and epoxy. Many people say carbon fiber is brittle. I'm not so sure, but now I'm not good with a hammer. It's brittle. This is pretty strong, you know, and it's no problem. And I got some other samples. Here is a piece of my mast. It's not really brittle. And here is a piece of a thinner mast, thinner pipe. You see, it's not very big. This can break, and it breaks where it is in the joint, but it's not really brittle, so it's more how you do it, the layup and the design, you know. Some people say it can split this way, but then you have to have 45 and 45 degrees. Okay, now we do a little bit of epoxy. So, I built this boat, is cold molded wood, and at that time I learned that in England and Southers in Isle of Wight they made some very good boats in that, from Illingworth and Primrose and things like this. And then I learned it. I was there 68 and 69 and walked around and looked how they do it. But at that time it was only resortional glue. Epoxy, we didn't have that in England and Sweden. But then in 1975 I worked with Dick Newick in Martha's Vineyard. I had epoxy. And it was out in, and we worked there, you know, we didn't have any gloves, we didn't know about gloves, things like that, so we didn't even have water when we built it. It was not just me, it was Dick Newick, and it was epoxy all over us, and sometimes when we were doing the hulls for the trimarans, the Val trimarans, there were like 10 people, and no one was using gloves. And then after that, I was building for 10 years. I'm building boats in a flat. In the living room of the flat, I was living in the kitchen, and so that was 10 years. But then I come to United States in 89. Well, was this boat? Well, in this boat. And then Water Green up in New Hampshire, I think it was somewhere, said, Sven, you must use gloves. Why? I said, it's because you can get allergic. And some people even use masks, but that's not really necessary because the allergic some people can get comes from the epoxy group, and that's not really volatile. So that's the thing, and that's my experience. And like I said, in the United States, waivers, this is not medical advice, it's just experience. Do your own research. And also with carbon fiber and this. So, thank you very much. Hello again. Now, the important thing is to mix it well. So I use 2 pot mix. Most people have a pump, but that's not really accurate. I use a scale, and it's accurate to 0.1 kilo. Not only that, I got a calibration thing, and here it is, exactly how it goes, where it is, you know, and how you can do it. And then, when it's measured in good measure, first I mix it in one pot, then I pour it over to another, because it's nearly impossible to get everything out from the edges. And then I pour it back, and I pour this, and of course this takes longer time, but if you do this, you can be very much sure that you got a good distribution and you got a good mix and things like this. So this is about my idea of epoxy and carbon fiber. Thank you.